this is Amberly from Amberly Vibes. I'm going to start another video on Saturday energies. I'm not going to lie, I wanted to come up with a really cool intro, and I painted my nails and everything. Of course, because it's Saturday, I have my 6-year-old home from school, and you probably hear a lot of noise in the background. There's birds chirping. This is actually one of my favorite times of the day because the birds go crazy at this time when the sun is setting. And I messed up my nails already. I don't normally paint them because I'm very artistic and I'm always messing them up. And you know, I had a bad week, and I just asked myself, why am I doing these videos? You know, there's very, like, I look at my nails and my makeup and everything, and I'm just like, you know, it's perfect life happening. Something's happening outside. I don't know. A bunch of sirens just went off, and there's ambulances coming in to my apartment, so I don't really know what's going on. But, you know, all these distractions keep happening as I'm trying to make this video, and so I'm like asking my higher self, like, why am I making these videos? Like, they're so, every time I try to make them, like, all these distractions happen, and I got a clear message from my higher self guides that I have been through a lot, you know, and a lot of that is so that I can communicate and connect and, you know, correlate my energies along with other empaths such as I. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this sloppy video, you know, with my bunk nails and not having a good intro and all the sounds in the background and everything. I'm just gonna make it because I'm being pushed and pulled to do it, and it's so out of my nature to even be like, I've never wanted to be like popular, or, you know, I'm pulled and drawn to make these videos. So today I want to talk about a Saturday energy, Saturn, grounding, earth energies, and the things that have really helped me. The main thing that has really helped me is my medicine bag, my medicine bag that keeps me grounded, keeps me protected. And so I wanted to kind of go over the things that I put in my medicine bag. So please, I'm sorry for all the noise in the background. Please try to ignore it. And also, I was gonna show my face on video, and then I touched my sage over here, and I got black soot all over my fingers, and then touched my face, and then went to the bathroom, realized I had black all over my face. So there again is another blockage for me to not make this video. Well, so what? You know what? I don't care. All of the stuff that's going on around me. My oldest son is having a very hard time this week, and I'm having a hard time, you know, trying to help him. And I'm just wondering, why in the heck am I being guided to help people when I'm going through so much chaos myself? I just want to be honest with everybody. I don't want to put on a fake persona and just be like, whoa, look at my perfect life when all of this stuff's going on. I just want to show everybody, you know, we're all going through it, and these are the things that are helping me. And so let's start off with, so I'm going to start off with this main bag here that my mom created. My mom and I are starting a business together, Amberly Vibes, and she makes the herbal essence and the crochet things, and so I asked her to make me a medicine bag because I've been putting medicine bags, okay, I'm going to be so honest again, in my bra, my sports bra. Usually if I'm wearing a sports bra, I can put something this small inside that really helps me to regulate, depending on what I put in the bag and how I bless it, what intentions I put in the bag, really helps me to manage my empathic abilities. And so that's why I'm making these videos, is to connect with other empaths. I'm a clairsentient empath. I wish I was a clairvoyant empath, but I'm not. Of all the empaths, I wish I was a clairvoyant. I am very visual. I do get visions, sporadic visions, but I don't get the full-on movie in my head. I get little sporadic pictures in my head. My psychic abilities are more clairsentient. I made a video about that before. Not the best quality. I'm just trying to, I don't know, I'm just magnetically pulled to do this, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just sharing. And so here I am sharing. And so this is a bag that I like to use when I'm feeling so overly supercharged. I use the color blue and gold to connect to higher, my higher self, my angels. And inside, the moon, intuition. I put things like lavender. I haven't opened this bag in a while, so I don't know. Okay, so I have some black tourmaline chunks, lavender it looks like, blue, lotus, and just to go over some of the herbs that I use, I have two mixes that I make. I like to mix herbs that are for calming down, and then herbs, shoot, the jar is way over there. Other herbs that have more like heightened, like green tea and more like natural caffeines in it. But this one is my calm down tea, and so I have blue lotus, let's see, oat straw, passion flower, definitely passion flower is the main one that I put in. Sometimes a little bit of mugwort, and I'll show you my ceremony blend oh, okay, this is meant to be smoked, but it hurts my throat, and so I use it more for tea or for my medicine bags. And it has damiana and mugwort and a whole bunch of other things in here that help me to be calm. Lavender, wormwood, passion flower. And so this is a very fine mixture so that you can put it in the pipe and smoke it. I really do like this to add into my medicine bags or my teas. I can't really smoke it because it just, I haven't figured out a way to make it not burn my throat. But the other things that are in here are some star anise for protection. This is the broken piece. I like to put these in my medicine bags. Catnip is another one. But I'll go through this a little more in depth in when I go through my Pinterest pins for empath protection and anxiety, because that is a big thing for empaths. Most empaths do have anxiety because they take on a lot of energies from whatever's surrounding them. And then I collect stones, like this one is from Lake Tahoe. It's a piece of lava. And let's see, this is a piece of granite, very grounding, from Lake Tahoe. And I make organite. I put in black tourmaline, of course, because there's a positive and negative magnetic energy once it's compressed or put into heat. Like if you put it close to your heart, that creates heat, and then that creates a positive and negative magnetic charge, almost like a magnet, or almost like hematite. But it just balances your energies and blocks electrical magnetic frequencies that are overcharged. There's another piece from Lake Tahoe of lava. And then you can use sacred oils. I make this, my mom makes this blend actually. We created this together. I chose the crystals inside. I believe there's clear quartz and rainbow fluorite inside. Here comes the ambulance again, sorry for the noise. And this is up on my Etsy. Some of my favorite oils are jasmine, ylang ylang. I like the feminine flowery smells. Also sandalwood, I believe is in this blend. But we're creating a lot of blends together, mixing in my crystal knowledge with her oil knowledge she's an aromatherapist. And let's see, any kind of stones that you find that are very sacred to you. Like this one rolled up on my foot in the beach of California and has a hole in it. And so that's known as a Hag Stone. And this one's shaped like an angel wing and had a lot of sparkles in it. But before I put oil on it, I shouldn't have done that, but I did because I wanted to enhance the properties of it. And so I put my oils on it, and then it made it a little bit darker. But such a beautiful stone. I wear this around my neck, sometimes with labradorite. And that's another thing. As an empath, I love to use some Ancestor Jewelry. Like this is my great-grandmother's from her squash blossom necklace. It was damaged when I got it. I really need to polish it, but here's a horseshoe for good luck. This is a bracelet that's a Zuni bracelet that has turquoise in it, that is has properties of luck and wealth and protection. A lot of, for me, I connect to my ancestors through this bracelet, so I'm always wearing this. It's like my warrior bracelet. And then this horseshoe I put on pictures of my family for protection as I'm doing my Reiki healing. And I make symbols, and I'll go over some more of my Saturn symbols since we're going over Saturday energies for Saturn. And this one has, I'll go over the platonic solids that I put in that correlate, and arrows and protection. A lot of people connect to Saturn as a demonic energy, but it all depends on what frequency you're tuning into. And I did have a huge Saturn return when I, around 27, 28 years old, and lost everything, and have a long story with that. Don't want to go into the drama right now, especially right now. But I had a ego death with my Saturn return, and now I didn't even know the zodiac properties of Saturn until later on, when I started to look in, awaken. And yeah, I definitely had a big Saturn return, and my path was not I was not on the path that I signed up for. Not that I was doing things wrong, but I wasn't into the healing. I was more into interior design. I'm a Taurus. I was more into the aesthetics, the beauty, the family, I wanted everything to look beautiful, and I kind of lost faith with the whole spiritual thing. And when that happens around your Saturn return, a lot of times you have to be set on your path that you were sent here, that you chose to incarnate for. And so that happened to me, and I mean, my life sounded like a country song. I am not kidding. My dog died, lost my house, lost my car, you know, everything, divorce, all of it. And like, people just think, like, if I ever say the story to people, they just think I'm like singing a country song. But no, that was my ego death, and here I am now, awoken with my going to school as a therapist, which I always knew I was supposed to be, and then slowly like started learning more about the spiritual sides of, you know, the more holistic parts of our bodies and all of that. And so now we went through, this is the one I kind of use for more calming energies. I do make a medicine bag now for like more energetic, and so I'll put inside more of like a citrine energy, like a high vibe. Like if I'm gonna go work out, I like to put this one in my sports bra. It might look a little dangerous, but I always have blue kyanite with me because it just gives me protection and calming, and that's, you know, it's just, to me, more harmonious for any energy that I'm connecting with. I usually always put turquoise or blues in with my energy work. Colors are a big part of energy work. And then I make a bag for if I'm really working on like abundance, and so golds and greens are good colors for abundance. And also, like this one, I'm going to be honest, I keep this one on me all the time, and so it's not just for abundance. I put in rainbow fluorite is usually one that I attach to everything I work with. I really connect to rainbow fluorite for balance and harmony. Harmony is a big thing for me, and balance. And I think this one, well, I know definitely this one has black tourmaline, because I cannot leave the house without my black tourmaline. No joke. It's not a placebo thing. It's real. This is my, as an empath, lifesaver for me, and it just really balances my energy. And if you look into the scientific reasons for that, it's real. The positive and negative charges upon heat helps to balance electromagnetic frequencies and blocks EMF. And so I'm definitely sensitive to EMF. Here's a larger rainbow fluorite that helps a lot in the same way. Helps you to flow, fluorite, flow, and focus. And so it brings everything together in a harmonious flow. That's one of my favorite crystals. And what else do I have in here? Let's see. This is a ruby. I can't remember the other name. Ruby mixed with something. To be honest, I can't remember. But I love that crystal, whatever the other name is. So I'm more of a green, blue, Taurus person. And then in the crocheted bag that my mom made, and I'll be putting these on my Etsy pretty soon. I make these little charms that have sand from Lake Tahoe. It's organite. We have some kind of crystal in here. Let's see. I don't know what I put in here now. Let's see. Clear quartz, and it looks like some watermelon tourmaline. There's always tourmaline in my work, almost always. And then I make these beads and these little crystals for my crystal grids. I also make these little jars that have energy work done with them. This one actually has rice, and it looks like pyrite. I think this is an abundance charm. Put little charms in my medicine bag. And so for protection for empaths, another good thing to put in is black tourmaline. I already talked about the black tourmaline. Here's some chips. I'm making some bracelets for these black tourmaline chips. Here's some obsidian. That's another good grounding crystal. And these are the organite charger plates that I make that I haven't posted yet on my Etsy, but I will very soon. And this has, let me see, we have 24 karat gold, monatomic gold, clear quartz crystal, and some glow in the dark mica powder, epoxy. And I make a special blend with my gold. There's brass in it, there's a lot of stuff in there, selenite, and sacred sands that I collect from different sacred sites like Lake Tahoe and Sedona, California, different places where I feel like the energy is super high. Like Mount Lemmon is another place that's where I live next to Mount Lemmon. And so then I put my herbs. So here's some of my sacred teas that I drink. I put them in my bag along with, put lavender. It's a very soothing smell. This is mugwort and the Damiana that's in the sacred, what is it? Sacred blend. Oat straw. Let's see, there's some black tourmaline chips in there, and then star anise is another very protective herb. And I will go over all of the herbs that connect to Saturn or grounding. And then here's my other plate, my charging plate from Sedona. We got Sedona sand. This one glows in the dark. Clear quartz crystal. I put clear quartz in all of my organite. And this one has more of a zinc, aluminum, silver for the magnetic charge, for the electro charge, and then the magnetic charge is the Sedona rocks and the sand. So it's electromagnetic. It looks way better in the sunlight. But this one I'm actually sending to Witchy Vibes, Gabby from Witchy Vibes 11. And I'm gonna make a little video before I send it. I was gonna send it a while ago, but a lot of stuff got in the way. Because she sent me some sand from Florida that was like 99% quartz from the Siesta Keys. And so I made her this Sedona charging plate for water. You could, well, not only water, you can charge whatever you want to charge. But it's very magical to charge water. And I went over that in my Dr. Emoto, my Monday video that talks about Dr. Emoto. I think I showed this charging plate with that. Another good grounding, some grounding crystals are red jasper, are very grounding. Oh, here I am. And I make these little jars. I showed you some of my abundance jars, but this little jar has some Tahoe sand, and we've got some rainbow fluorite and some silver aluminum. And what else is in here? Amazonite, looks like, yep. And so I'll put my little blessed jars, and what else? I got a few other things in there. Anyway, whatever is sacred to you, just stick it in a little jar, in a little bag, and that's going to protect you. This is a squash blossom pendant from my great-grandmother. This is my protective turquoise. That goes in my medicine bag. And then I make these little organite pocket pieces that have copper, watermelon tourmaline, black tourmaline. And then this could go in your pocket, your medicine bag, your purse. And this might sound weird, but I put a little mother of pearl blade, a knife, in my medicine bag for protection. And here's a bunch of little stones here from Sedona, and then I have some, I always have to add an arrowhead. This is an obsidian arrowhead. I have a clear quartz arrowhead somewhere. Oh, here we go. And you don't have to have a fancy bag. You can get a cheap little bag that is for like little goodies at a wedding. Use this little bag. Stick it in your sports bra, stick it in your purse, and it will send you those energies. I have some amber in here, some of my organite that I make, a little pocket organite, and that's my clear quartz. Can you see it? Arrowhead. So herbs, and also then the last thing I'll show you is my little note. So I'll write a little note and affirmation, and you want to put a little symbol on it, whatever is meaningful to you. I make my own symbols. That is for abundance and harmony, balance and protection, all of that from the northeast, southwest that I use in my medicine wheel. And so I put that energy into my affirmation that I'm protected by the universe, and sign your name. Roll it up, and then I like to melt some wax, and then I stamp it with my sacred bee symbol. Bees are very sacred to me for many reasons. I should go over that in another video, but that'll take a whole nother, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. Labradorite is another good crystal. And so last thing I want to go over is, well, let me show you. Here's some of where I get my lavender is from Natural Grocers. I was going to show you this fancy bag that I ordered, and then I was like, oh, I'll just show them. This is like $2 at Natural Grocers, like $2 something. So this is actually where I get most of my herbs. Like $2, $3, $4 for a big old bag. And you mix them all together, whatever works for you. Mix them all together. And then here's my sage that I got all over my face. Before making the video, I break some pieces off, put that in my medicine bag. Or, let's see, we got Palo Santo in here. You want to always sage your bag as you're charging it. So you charge your bag just like you would charge your crystals. And cleanse them the same way you would charge and cleanse your crystals. Your medicine bag is the same. And salt, Himalayan sea salt is another good. I put mine in I have a Hag Stone here hanging on my Himalayan sea salt that I use in every magical working that I do. For protection, neutralizing energies, very powerful. This jar here has some shungite and some black tourmaline, and then it has a solar charger on top. I'm gonna actually start making these for my Etsy and put a little symbol on it with some EMF blocking crystals that you can add in whatever workings you're doing, crystal grids, medicine bags. And it's really cool because you want to always cleanse your crystals in the sun. Some of them aren't good to cleanse in the sun, like amethyst can dilute the color a little bit. But, you know, do your research on your crystals and see what the best way of cleansing them. But for me, the sunlight is always a good way to charge them and cleanse them. And so this jar is really cool to do that because the solar panel on top makes these lights light up at night. So I think it's really neat to add this. You always want to put this near your electrical, like anything that's electrical in your home, like your Wi-Fi modem is the best to keep this by. This is where I keep mine to kind of dilute the electrical magnetic frequencies, the ions. And last thing, oh yeah, I make these bracelets. I'm going to show my Saturn bracelet in a minute, but this one has the sandalwood and the labradorite. These are very good properties for protection. So I always have these on. I even sleep in these. They're so amazing. And then here are some crystals that were sent to me by Ascension Diaries. Alexis from Ascension Diaries or Jace from Cosmic Origins. And this one is a Fulgurite. It's actually a piece of sand from Sedona that was hit by lightning. So I'm going to make a necklace out of this. It's so highly energetically charged. I love it so much. And then she said that she kind of speaks to her crystals and she asks them, because they're clairsentient beings, that, you know, whoever orders from her what crystals want to go to their home. And then she sent me this turquoise from, I think this one's from Jerome, because she lives in Sedona, so Grand Canyon. There's some agate, and let's see, what is this one? Let me show you her little note. It's so beautiful. I love Alexis from Ascension Diaries. She's just such a highly beautiful being. And then her husband Jace, and they have this cute little family with dogs and birds, and oh man, they make my heart so happy. So there's Fulgurite, agate, jasper, turquoise, and hematite. So from Jerome and Grand Canyon, Saddle Mountain, Sedona. So check them out if you have not heard of them. They are amazing. Also, Divine Sovereign Beings is there, where they sell the Fulgurite. They sell some of their like shirts and just some beautiful things. So that is my medicine bag talk, and now I will show you my Pinterest journal and talk about my Saturday journal pages. So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye bye.